Hey everyone, welcome back to Geek Recommends. We all love talking about the big mainstream hits, but man, let me tell you, some of the absolute best anime out there are the ones nobody's talking about. These are shows that slipped through the cracks, flew under the radar, but deserve just as much love as any blockbuster series. Today, I'm going to share with you 6 incredible hidden gems that you've probably never heard of, but trust me, you're going to want to add these to your watch list right now. Let's jump in. Starting off at number 6, we've got Wotakai, Love is Hard for Otaku. And honestly, this one hits different if you're an adult anime fan. The story follows Narumi Momose, an office lady who's desperately trying to hide her fujoshi lifestyle at her new job because, dating while being a hardcore otaku is rough. Things get interesting when she reunites with her childhood friend Hirotaka Nufuji, a handsome, capable company man who also happens to be a total gaming otaku. What makes the show absolutely charming is how real it feels. These aren't high school kids. These are working adults navigating relationships while juggling their geeky hobbies. Hirotaka literally wins Narumi over by promising to help her at conventions and be her player 2 in video games. And they seal the deal with a handshake. It's wholesome, it's relatable, and if you've ever tried to balance your otaku life with adulting, you're gonna love this one. Number 5 brings us something super unique. Science fell in love, so I tried to prove it. This romantic comedy centers on 2 brilliant scientists, Himuro and Yukimura, who work in the same lab. When they realize they might have feelings for each other, they don't just start dating like normal people. Oh no, they decide to scientifically prove whether love actually exists. What follows is absolutely hilarious as these 2 awkward geniuses run experiments, collect data, and use complicated mathematical theories to analyze their emotions. You've got taste tests to see if love makes food better, formulas to calculate attraction, and even moments where Yukimura angrily defends Himuro from a delinquent using scientific evidence. The show perfectly balances romance and comedy while celebrating nerd culture in the best way possible. It's quirky, it's smart, and it's insanely entertaining. At number 4, we have Great Pretender, and let me tell you, this show is an absolute roller coaster. The story follows Makoko Edamura, a Japanese con artist who considers himself the world's greatest swindler. His ego takes a hit when he gets completely played by a French con man named Laurent Terrier. To prove he's the better scammer, Edamura follows Laurent all the way to Los Angeles and gets pulled into increasingly elaborate international heists. We're talking drugs, corrupt Hollywood producers, conspiracies that span from Singapore to France to the UAE. This show goes global. The art style is gorgeous, the twists are genuinely shocking, and watching these con artists pull off impossible schemes is pure entertainment. If you loved shows like Lupin the Third, but wanted something with more edge and real-world grit, Great Pretender is calling your name. Coming in at number 3 is Link Click, a Chinese donghua that needs way more recognition. This series follows Cheng Xiaoxi and Lu Guang, 2 friends who run Time Photo Studio and possess an incredible superpower. They can enter photographs and experience the past. Here's the catch. Cheng Xiaoxi becomes the person who took the photo, inheriting all their memories and emotions, while Lu Guang acts as his guide, able to see up to 12 hours ahead. They use this ability to help desperate clients, finding missing children, solving mysteries, uncovering corporate espionage, but they have one strict rule: never change the past, only observe. What starts as episodic cases quickly becomes a connected mystery thriller, and the emotional toll of living other people's traumas starts breaking Xiaoxi down. The animation is sharp, the time travel mechanics are smart, and the mystery will have you on the edge of your seat. This show is truly fantastic and deserves all the hype. Number 2 takes us into some seriously dark territory with ID Invaded. This psychological thriller introduces us to Akihito Narisago, a former brilliant detective who became a killer himself after his daughter Muku was murdered. Now imprisoned, Narisago has a unique ability. He can dive into the id wells of serial killers, entering their subconscious minds to gather information and solve cases. Inside these twisted mental worlds, he becomes Sakaido, a detective who investigates the death of a girl named Kareru in surreal and nightmarish landscapes. We also follow rookie investigator Koharu Hondamachi, who proves herself fearless after a brutal encounter with a serial killer leaves her with a literal hole in her head. The psychological depth, the mind-bending mysteries, and the dark atmosphere make this show absolutely gripping. If you love shows like Paisopass, this one's a must-watch. And finally, taking the #1 spot, we have Darker Than Black. 10 years before the series begins, a mysterious spatial anomaly called Hell's Gate appeared in Tokyo, completely altering the landscape and replacing the real stars with fake ones. At the same time, people called contractors emerged, individuals with supernatural abilities who pay a terrible price every time they use their powers. The story centers on Hei, codenamed Black Reaper in the underground world, a Chinese contractor working for the shadowy syndicate. In his civilian life, he goes by Li Shanshun, a shy student assisted by Yin, an artificial human called a doll, and Mao, a contractor trapped in a cat's body. Hei takes on dangerous espionage and assassination missions while secretly searching for information about his missing sister. The plot gets insane with conspiracies involving Pandora, the Saturn ring weapon, and the revelation that Hei isn't actually a contractor at all. The action is intense, the world building is phenomenal, and the supernatural spy thriller vibe is executed flawlessly. This show is criminally underrated and absolutely deserves your attention. Looks like that is the end of our list of incredible hidden gems that need more love. I'm telling you guys, every single one of these shows brings something special to the table, whether it's mind-bending mysteries, heartfelt romance, or absolutely insane heists. If you enjoyed this video and discovered something new to watch, drop a like, show your support, and subscribe to Geek Recommends to stay notified whenever we drop a new recommendation. I've got more hidden gems coming your way soon, so stick around. Take care, everyone, and I'll be seeing you all in the next one.